Almost exactly 60 years ago, Berry Gordy founded Motown, the musical sensation that was to go on to sweep the globe, and even today, many of the songs are still played on our radio stations and in our homes, and we can relive the beginning of Motown right now in 2019 in Motown the Musical.
So the musical is based on Berry Gordy's life story, and it starts with him as a child, very briefly, and then shows him creating Motown Records in 1959, and then it shows the story behind the creation of, well, all of the music that we have come to know and love through Motown.
Huge names like Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder and Diana Ross all got their introduction to the music biz from Motown's music mogul Berry Gordy, who turns 90 this year. But even at that age, he still has a hand in keeping Motown alive and works closely with producers to ensure that the Motown story is told to his standards.
He's the most extraordinary man I've ever met, and it's been an enormous privilege to be able to spend time with him and to watch the way in which he analyses situations, how he deals with people, how he makes what he wants to happen. And as I think I said earlier, I think he's probably the most extraordinary entertainment entrepreneur of all time. There is no better judge of Motown than the man who created Motown. So it's a slightly nervous experience dealing with him, because you really want him to like what you do. But so far he has done.
Motown the Musical turns the clock back 6 decades and tells the tale of how some of our best known performers made their way to stardom. And today at the Bristol Hippodrome, Motown fans who saw those stars in their infancy are being treated to a private show.
In 1965, the Motown Review, as it was then called, came on the first ever Motown tour of Britain. And one of the places they came to was Bristol, which really was the birth of Motown in the UK.
In 1960, I went and saw Stevie Wonder at the Colston Hall, and I ended up seeing Stevie Wonder twice at the Colston Hall, and the music was just so great. You know, you just felt like you had to dance to it. It brings back some fantastic memories. You know, I mean, I met my wife at the top rank, and we've been married for 40 odd years, and we just, both of us, loved the music, and just seeing the Supremes just now, God, you just really want to get up and dance, and I've seen the Supremes live, and they were fantastic, so it just brings back some lovely memories. And so the Motown sound carries on, and I think that most people will relate to, when they hear a Motown song at a wedding, most people get up and dance because it's got that beat. And what people find very difficult, if you said to somebody, what year was that released? Oh, so difficult, because it's timeless.
Well, there we go. Many people over the next week or so will relive the magic of Motown. But for the people that were here today to see that special performance, those memories of the first ever Motown performance in Bristol at the Colston Hall over 50 years ago are just as special now as they were then.